Hey guys, it's Chelsea from the Smart Cookie Files, and today I have my reaction video to Betty by Tiffany McDaniel. Okay, let me first start by saying that I got this book. I got an advanced reader copy in exchange for an honest review. But it has honestly been an honor to have the chance to read this before the general public can read this book. And let me tell you why. The best way I can start by summing up Betty is that it has lyrical words that paint vivid fictional pictures based in ancestral truth. Betty is actually a book that McDaniel spent at least 20 years trying to get published, and she finally did so. It is insanely good, because although it is a work of fiction, McDaniel writes with a genuine honesty and wrote this story to honor her ancestry and her mother's real upbringing. For me, the first reaction I had was that I loved the character Betty from the first page. And Betty is actually who you read the whole entire story through her eyes and her perspective. She's bold, she's brave, she questions everything, even oppressive authority. Her relationship with her siblings stands apart like perfectly stenciled family portraits, but my favorite is her relationship with her brother, Trustin. While it seemed like Betty took care of her siblings and her mother more than they cared for her, Trustin actually seemed like, or he comes across as the sibling who admires and looks after Betty, like, just naturally, like somebody who's protective of her, protective of how she feels, protective of, what she's going through, just always looking out for her. I also really enjoyed Betty's relationship with her father, and you root for Landon Carpenter from the first sentences of the prologue. Like, you just know that he's a guy that is important. He's a guy that really is a genuinely good guy, and you just like him right off the bat. And I just really liked the way that she differentiated the relationships with the siblings, the relationship between Betty and her mother, the relationship with Landon, her and her father, and like how you see the dichotomies of that as well, which definitely showcases how in a family, like, there's many different relationships that are within the family and how they the dynamics of that. I actually wanted to read a short little excerpt. This is actually from the first chapter, and I just love the lyricism of this description, and so I wanted to read this. She knew the man must have come from a household run by women. It was, she could see both his mother and his grandmother. He held them there in his brown eyes. She trusted this about him, that he should hold women so close. And for me, that description stood out because it actually reminded me of someone that I've met in my life recently, and just it really stood out to me and it meant something to me personally. But then I just really liked the way that she described him and showed that he had depth just by the fact that, like, his eyes were so poetically described. But yeah, so I recommend Betty, you guys. You guys gotta go check that out. And it comes out August 18th of this year. You can pre-order it now on Amazon and probably other retailers. They have it for Kindle, hardcover, but definitely go pre-order it and look forward to when it comes out August 18th from Random House. And thank you so much specifically to Tiffany, for allowing me the chance to read your work, and a work you spent so long writing and putting so much emotion and heart into. And thank you for being a testament to not giving up on your story, and also for always just being such an encouraging and inspiring author and artist, and someone that I am so honored to have befriended. And thank you again for letting me read Betty. It was everything I hoped it would be, and so much more. And I don't just say that, I mean that. Yeah, it was a great book. And it totally lived up to everything that you've already put out, and then also just totally in the same way knocked it out of the park. Alright guys, until next time, feel free to express yourself. Bye guys! That you spent so long reading. One way I can sum it up to start is that lyrical words paint vivid fictional pictures based in ancestral truth. Betty is actually a book that Tiffany McDaniel actually has spent 20 years trying to get published. Cooper, move. Cooper.